We are back! Welcome to another exciting episode of the Footy Brother Show. My name is John Opara.
And my name is Daniel Opara.
And it has been a very exciting week of football. Champions League football, Conference League, UEFA, Man U's display. Arsenal won that week. Well, you actually called it. You actually said it that you wanted Real Madrid and you know Arsenal is going to beat Real Madrid.
I mean, look, if you look at Arsenal track record in the Premier League, you know, their problem is when they can't break down a team, the team break them down.
Okay.
And the reason why they can't break down the team is that because the team are playing on for counter-attack.
Okay.
Right? So, Real Madrid is going to come out to play.
Okay.
That is just Real Madrid's style.
All right.
Right? They pride themselves on their attacking, you know. So, at that point, I know you like Rudiger, but Rudiger is not a defender for me.
Okay.
Rudiger can score. He's one of those defenders that can pop in and score.
Okay.
Right? But he's not a defender at all. He should not be in the Real Madrid team. I get why he's there because Real Madrid is an attacking team. I get it. I get that, right? So, with that being said, I know that Arsenal was going to beat Real Madrid. I did not know that they're going to beat them comfortably. But I knew they were going to beat them.
To be fair though, you guys didn't really play that spectacularly well in the first leg.
No.
The two free kicks really just demoralized the Real Madrid.
I get that.
It really,
but
it's not like you guys outplayed them in this first leg.
No. Real Madrid was outplayed in the first leg.
Oh.
Arsenal did not score. Arsenal had so many. Do you know that what's his name?
Mbappe too had so many chances in the first leg.
have offside chances. Mbappe and what's his name? Benito Jr. They did not have no truth at all in the first leg.
All right. Well, you guys have won, so I cannot even argue with you.
Now, Arsenal have opportunity to win the Champions League, and I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
You know, because PSG is also an attacking team.
Okay.
They're going to come out to play.
All right.
And Arsenal will beat them. Barcelona is an attacking team.
Well, you guys will play them now.
Arsenal will beat them.
Okay.
The only team I'm skeptical about is Inter. Inter is a defensive team that have a good attacking, counter-attacking. And that's how they beat. Watch the game. That's how they beat Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich came out to play, but they sat back and the opportunity they had, boom, they scored.
Okay.
So that's
all right. We are in week 33 of the Premier League, and will I say it's down to the wire? Because because I don't think it's really close anymore.
I think Arsenal had the opportunity to close down on Liverpool that would make them to be scared, but they didn't take the advantage. Okay. And you said something. You said something that you feel like Arsenal have given up on the Premier League.
Yeah, the way they fielded the last two games.
Yeah. You're right. Because if Arsenal should have won the last game and when Liverpool lost, Liverpool would probably have lost that
second game.
Again, so I think it's over.
All right. Well, Premier League, you think
I believe it's over.
You believe?
Unless the cost that happened to players when they sign new bumper deal and they start playing bad.
Did they finally sign it?
Yeah.
I've not read that.
What's his name? Salah signed deal. And then what's his name?
Van Dijk
signed a deal.
Oh,
so
okay.
Unless that cost happened to them,
even if that cost happened, Arsenal will not allow that cost to succeed because Arsenal cannot win. For the life of Arsenal, they cannot win.
Arsenal cannot win.
They cannot win. But right, we are in a new Premier League week, not season. I'm just tired. Let the season be over. Chelsea is just giving me a wrong vibe.
Do you think Chelsea gonna win conference with the game? If Chelsea don't win the conference, they need to fire the coach.
Why? No, I don't know.
Because look, I mean, the conference is like playing League 3 or League 2. That is what it feels like. But they get whooped by the home. by Sigurd.
But I don't think
that you never had before.
No, that team has won Man U before now.
The team you never had before.
That team has won Man U before, please. All right, let's get started into the Premier League prediction this week. This week it's looking like one of those weeks where you just did to that. I'm just here because Chelsea's just giving me vibes I don't like, but I still hope that we can make top 4 though. But let's see. All right, the first game of the week is Brentford versus Brighton.
Normally, I would say Brighton will have some, but I don't know what's wrong with Brighton now.
Really? I thought you were a Brentford guy, though.
I mean, listen, Brentford, Brighton, and
Bournemouth. I thought it was Brentford and Bournemouth.
Those three teams are wild cards, right? Okay. They're wild cards, and so I mean, this game I will go with Brentford 1-0, against Brighton.
Brentford 1-0
because Brentford's going to play at home. Brighton also play well away too.
Yeah.
1-0. I'm still going to say with Brentford 1-0.
So I'll say Brighton 2-1. Brighton 2-1. All right. Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth.
Crystal Palace, they started the game with Man City very well.
No, they got whooped 5-0 against Newcastle though.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, they got whooped.
Or 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah, 4-1 or something like that.
No, 5-0.
Is it 5-0?
Yeah, 5-0. No, they whooped them 5-0.
I mean, but against Manchester City, they were leading 2-0, and Manchester City beat them 5-2.
5-2, yeah.
So I mean, I think. I'm not going to say they're going to be... I mean, I don't think there's anything they're playing for.
Nothing.
Right? So, the season's almost over. Mm-hmm. Most of the players are ready for vacation.
Well...
maybe. I'm just saying. Most of the players are ready for vacation. They're not in relegation battle.
Yeah.
So, and they're nowhere close to getting into any of the Champions League or whatever. So, I mean... both months have opportunity to be in some kind of
Europa, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with both months. I have a lot in line for this, so I would say both months 2-1.
I think the way Crystal Palace is playing, there's no way you can put any type of money on them. Crystal Palace is just awful. 5-2 to City, 5-0 to Newcastle. I'm predicting another trashing 3-0 Bournemouth 3-0.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Everton versus Man City.
Everton, but Man City. Like I said, the game against Crystal Palace for Everton, I think that game was I'm like, okay, this is Man City.
The old Man City.
I'm like, this is the whole Man City playing, and I see something the whole Man City. They don't have Ellen in that game, and they played like a team.
Yes,
I think Ellen took away some things from them, just like Mbappe brought his cause of no Champions League to Real Madrid.
Okay,
so I'm gonna go with Man City on this one, 2-0.
I don't think it will be 2-0. My mind is saying it will be a draw because Everton. They feel like there's some strength and momentum with them, and they feel like they can get some things done. So I would think in the area of I'll say Everton 2, Man City 2, draw. Yeah. Okay. Everton 2, Man City 2. Yeah, and Everton has been really doing well
under
David Moyes,
yeah.
And again. Not only that, when they are playing a big team, they kind of step up. Draw. Yeah. Okay. Everton 2, Man City 2. Yeah. And Everton has been really doing well
under
David Moyes.
Yeah.
And again, not only that, when they are playing a big team, they kind of step up.
I would say Arsenal gave them the chance. The penalty was not a penalty.
Liverpool, they played well.
Liverpool beat them though.
The second time, but the first time,
it was a good game. That was a good game to watch.
Yeah.
But Liverpool beat them. So I mean, I see what you're saying, but and I still think Man City is going to win. 2-0.
Okay.
Because
I say 2-2.
because Man City have something to play for, right?
Champions League.
They play for Champions League. It's been an awful season, but this is how you can.
I really think it's Michael Owen's prediction is going to come. They're going to finish 6th.
You
Man
think so?
City.
I don't think Man City is going to finish 6th. The sixth position is
Currently Chelsea now.
Okay.
And there's, if you look at the table, there is still.
I didn't even know that Newcastle is
third now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. West Ham versus Southampton.
Somebody is relegated already, so just let them play for. West Ham is going to beat them 2-0. That's all
right. I'll say 1-0. West Ham. Aston Villa versus Newcastle.
That is a good game. That will be a good game because
to watch, yeah.
if Aston Villa should lose this game, their hopes of finishing in the Champions League position is gone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that is it. Because I mean, Aston Villa is number 7 right now. Newcastle number 3. Aston Villa is 54 points. Newcastle is 59 points. So if Aston Villa beats Newcastle, they're going to be on 57 points, which is 2 points behind Newcastle, which is on third position.
Okay.
And they're going to be in the same position with Nottingham Forest, right? So, and this is for Nottingham Forest play. And but we have Chelsea, we have Man City that is going to play Everton. If, according to your prediction, if they draw, Aston Villa, so there's still a lot to play for. The only position that I think is secure for in this
is the
first two. Yeah. So there's still a lot to play for
in the top 4.
So
top
we
5,
have Newcastle, Forest, City, Chelsea, Aston Villa, right? If I mean that is for the top 4. These 5 teams are playing
but it's going to be top 5 for Champions League this year, next season though.
Yeah, but if Man U or Tottenham win the Europa, they're going to be in Champions League too. So English team can have up to 6.
No, it's going to be 5. So they will just drop whoever is 5th. Will just play in Europa and they will enter.
So yeah, you're right. It's going to be 5. Yeah. So there's still a lot to play for.
Wow.
There's still a lot. So you look at
so crazy.
You look at Tottenham and Man U that are 14 and 15 respectively. Man U and Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
14 and 15, right?
Still has a chance to play in the Champions League.
They still has a chance to play the Champions League, which means all their eggs right now is in
winning the Champions League, Europa,
right? Wow. So the chances that both of them is going to play in the finals, and it's all high
because they are both in the semis.
Yeah,
so if you want to play really in the Champions League, you have to win. Well, if we win the conference too, it guarantees our Europa.
Yeah, it guarantees Europa.
But we really want to play.
You want to play Champions
League.
Yeah.
Okay. So Aston Villa, Newcastle.
I think it's going to be a draw because I think Newcastle.
But Newcastle is on fire.
No, Newcastle will play. This is the thing, the coach mentality. Newcastle will say a draw. Look at this. A draw for them is a great result because one, it's going to put them in 60 points. If Forest win, they're still going to be 60 points ahead of Forest. They're going to still be. If Man City win, so Newcastle will play, safe.
Or they play to win, or at the barest minimum draw.
No, I think they're gonna play draw with looking at if we have an opportunity to score, let's take it.
Okay.
So I think so. But Aston Villa, they've tasted Champions League. They played very well against PSG.
Okay.
Right? The second leg.
Yeah.
They played very well against PSG. Mm-hmm. I think PSG was lucky.
Because the
second leg,
those saves.
First leg, they beat Aston Villa.
Aston Villa,
They beat Aston Villa hands down.
I agree.
But second leg, Aston Villa was throwing punches.
Yeah, and especially when they first scored those 2 goals.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they opened the light bulb in their head and something just sparked.
They start putting and then your boy
Rashford
played very well too.
And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, what now what is happening to him?
They knew they were going to lose, so he just gave.
All right. Sunday game.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your prediction? Aston Villa, Newcastle.
Aston Villa, Newcastle. I think it's going to be draw because Newcastle.
I think Newcastle will win.
I think it's going to be draw.
Yeah. Even though I would prefer Aston Villa to win, but I think Newcastle is like firing on all cylinders right now. Like since they won Liverpool at the that cup final, it's like a new confidence came upon them that so we are this good.
Which is
and the boy
I can't say the Liverpool was in the slump for that game. I would not say.
Okay.
I don't want.
Okay.
I'm not going to tweet their on.
Okay.
They were that good now. Forget about it.
I think they are that good now. So I think Aston Villa. No, Newcastle to win 2-1.
Okay.
All right. Fulham versus Chelsea.
Chelsea beats Liverpool. Yes.
No, Chelsea.
I mean Fulham.
Fulham beats
Liverpool. Fulham beat Liverpool.
I was like, when was this?
Nicolo Jackson have not scored in 10 games.
But he has not been playing.
Hold on. Let me make my case.
Okay.
Nicolo Jackson have not scored in 10 games. Palmer have not scored in 15 games. I don't see hope for Chelsea in this game.
You don't see hope for Chelsea?
I don't see hope for Chelsea in this game. I think the best result that Chelsea will get from this game is a draw.
The best result, Chelsea?
I think so. I really do think so. Because I tell you, we just have this conversation before we came online, right?
Okay.
Chelsea players is not the problem. Chelsea players are not the problem of Chelsea right now.
Okay, what?
Because you guys have great players.
What is the problem?
The problem is the coach doesn't know how to play these players.
So
he's still playing Palmer out of position.
But outside of Palmer, give me another person playing out of position.
Well, he's playing Palmer out of position. He should not be playing this guy from Man U at all. Sancho's. That guy is terrible. That guy is so bad that I don't even know how he became a professional soccer player. Because if I had a little bit luck of like that guy, I would have been a professional soccer player too.
Okay.
So Sancho's is a very no. Sancho should not be in the team at all.
Okay.
Sancho should not be playing in a team like Chelsea. Right?
Okay.
So Sancho should be playing in a team like current Man U. Right?
Oh, that's where it came from.
That's where it came from. So I mean, apart from their captain, Man U captain, the guy is so good.
Fernandez.
I don't know how people criticize that guy. That guy was a backbone. He's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. I give him respect. And so I think the best result Chelsea is going to have from this game is draw.
All right.
But if Fulham should apply themselves, they will win this game.
This game is going to end 2-1 to Chelsea.
Fulham. Oh, I thought you were going to say Fulham.
2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. And that's the end of the story. It's not.
Well, I'll give my prediction 2-2.
Okay.
Fulham, Chelsea 2-2.
Ipswich, Arsenal.
Oh, that should be an easy win. Arsenal can send kids to that game and still win that game. No,
You'll be shocked.
I'm just kidding. Arsenal, listen. I know. We are focusing on
Champions League.
Champions League. I know he's gonna rest
Saka.
So,
but why will he rest them though?
Right.
Since the Champions League is not coming up next week now.
I know, but you cannot risk injury because Saka really made a difference in this game against Real Madrid.
He did.
Because Alaba could not handle Saka at all. He tried though.
I agree.
But Alaba is an old guy, so the pace and the.
And again, though, you have to understand that a lot of the Real Madrid defense, their right back and their left back, have been out on injury, though.
True.
So it's not like Real Madrid is that bad of a team too. I think it's just that.
But most of Arsenal goals did not come from the wings.
I know
they brought the ball inside.
I know, and I agree with you that in the second leg, I think Arsenal actually outplayed Real Madrid. But in the first leg, I still don't think they outplayed Real Madrid.
So which kind of, I know this is kind of subtract. Do you think, okay, PSG, when Mbappe was in PSG, they brought Neymar, all for Champions League.
Neymar, Messi.
No, they brought Neymar. They didn't succeed. They brought Messi. They didn't succeed. Now, Mbappe in Champions League, when PSG looks like an ordinary team, this time around, Mbappe left from PSG to Real Madrid. PSG now look like a serious team. Real Madrid look like a.
I think the problem
is it Mbappe? Is Mbappe the problem?
I don't think it's
because
Mbappe.
It's the common factor.
But I don't think it's Mbappe. I think it's the way the coach make the team play to him strength.
It's the same coach. It's the same coach that took them to Champions League last year and won it.
Because now he knows that they are not dependent on Mbappe, so they play a team football.
No, you're talking about PSG.
Yes, now.
I thought you were talking about.
No, yes, now. Even Real Madrid now make the team focus more on Mbappe and Vinicius.
But that's the thing you're supposed to do, though. You're supposed to make your team focus on have the play set around your best player, right?
Yes, but you realize that in last year when Real Madrid got to the final, they didn't play around the Vinicius.
I get that. I get that.
Didn't take something happened to him.
But Vinicius was just flourishing, and what's his name? This English guy, Bellingham also was just it's like they coming out of cocoon and flourishing, right?
Yeah. So and again, there was no really identity, a name that this was this person's team. But now every team Mbappe goes to is either it's his team or they are building everything to fit him. Now I feel like Mbappe is not that type of striker that brings nothing out of nothing. He does it once in a while, but he does it once in a while, but his moment to shine like Messi, Ronaldo, those type of guys that they can just bring out something.
Yeah. I agree with you.
They can just bring out something from nothing.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, how did that happen? Oh, when he just come.
Make the change. Yeah, I get that. But I feel like Mbappe is the common factor. I feel like the guy. I mean, it's easy to say that, but when you look at the World Cup final, how Mbappe took the whole team on his back
and won.
And no, I mean against Argentina, as Mbappe took everything, and then they came back 3-3 to the penalty.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. They almost won, right? And then
even it was one of the common factor in when France also won in the N'Golo Kante.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I know. I was thinking about it. I mean, I honestly thought it was a problem for Mbappe and Benitez Jr. to be the same thing.
And I think that is what we have.
They need to start both of them.
I saw a report that they are trying to sell Vinicius to Saudi and get Osimhen. So Mbappe can be on the wings and Osimhen will be in the center.
I don't want Osimhen. If you listen, don't go to Real Madrid.
Oh, they will win so much if he wins. They will be winning so much. And I won't be surprised if Osimhen gets the Ballon d'Or. If he goes to Real Madrid, he will be winning so much. They will be winning. I don't see Barcelona stopping Osimhen. Barcelona does not have the player to stop Osimhen.
But that's the stopping. If Real Madrid is still licking goals, Barcelona will score because they have the players to score.
Real Madrid too will score.
So we're looking at who can score each other.
But this is the thing, though. I feel like if Real Madrid's wing backs actually come back, we give them some.
It was the same wing back that was there that Barcelona beat them 5-0.
And they won Champions League.
No, Barcelona beat them 5-0 at the beginning of season 2.
They won Champions League.
Last year. Who's talking about last year? They got a year older, so don't forget about what you're talking about. Right. Last year's last year.
Let's go back to Premier League.
Yeah.
All right. Arsenal versus Ipswich, you said
2-0, Arsenal.
I concur. Maybe Arsenal will win. Actually, okay. 2-0. Arsenal. Man U versus Wolf. Why are you laughing?
Man U is not into you want to predict for.
They are unpredictable.
Man U is not into you want to predict for. They played a very good game for 60 minutes. Lyon came back up 2-2, and then Lyon went up, one man down, and
they still went 4-2.
They went 4-2, and then they scored 3 goals in the last 16. So how do you predict a team like that? I said, this is what they're gonna do. But Wolves have to play very well. I think that if, and this is another thing, if it was any other team, I would say this will propel Man U.
Yeah.
But this is
it doesn't propel Man U.
The game against
prediction, please.
I would say 1-1.
All right. Man U Wolf. Wolf wins 2-1.
Okay.
All right. Leicester versus Liverpool.
Liverpool 8-0.
8-0. Okay. Liverpool 2-1.
No. Leicester's not going to score. Leicester's going to score 3 home goals. Listen. I know what Leicester is doing with Bruno Van Nistelrooy. I know that they've taken
their L and they just want to go to the Champions League.
And they're going to have him. I think Leicester is still going to make a mistake if they keep him to build in the Championship.
Okay.
Because Bruno Van Nistelrooy is not that kind of coach.
Okay. All right. Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest. 2-1 Nottingham Forest.
I think I'm going to agree with you. 2-1 Nottingham Forest because Tottenham makes stupid mistakes.
All right.
And they almost cost them this game too. But lucky, they Lady Soccer or Lady whatever, the Lucky Lock or whatever they call it. wanted that coach. I'm still surprised that the coach is still there.
Because he's not doing as bad as you make him feel like.
He's number 15 in the table.
And
how bad can you get? How kind of bad can you? Well, I get it. Compared to the Chelsea coach, it's not doing as bad. I get it. There you go.
Okay. If that make you sleep at night. Well, that's the prediction for us for this week. Please, if you haven't, subscribe, put in your comment in the comment section what are your thoughts on the predictions, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Have a blessed one.
Bye.